He's in your face and he's a fighter.
And former Sheriff Joe Arpaio, now 85, refuses to fade off into retirement. He's jumping into what many say is the highest profile political campaign in the country, the U.S. Senate seat for Arizona.
Arpaio is good at grabbing attention and, of course, grabbing controversy.
I'm the sheriff. Merge of entertainment along with law enforcement. It's very successful.
Arpaio is hoping to take Jeff Flake's seat, and he's going to have to fend off a big field of contenders to win it in November. ABC 15's Melissa Blasius joins us now with a closer look. Melissa?
And Steve, Arpaio's announcement today blew up everybody else's political game plan. It also blew up social media. You know that if you've been on Facebook or Twitter today. Arpaio wants to help the president, Donald Trump, keep the Senate for the Republicans with a Republican majority. But if Arpaio's plan goes sideways here, he could actually hurt his party.
But I feel I have something more to offer.
This is Joe Arpaio in what's quickly becoming a campaign office in Fountain Hills, telling ABC 15 if elected senator, the former sheriff has his eye on a certain committee assignment.
Common sense would say we ought to have him on a judiciary committee. Why would they not want me in there? Who has lived through all this?
Arpaio investigated and prosecuted by the U.S. Justice Department for civil rights violations, racial profiling, and contempt of court, leading to a loss of his re-election bid last year. Now running for a higher political office may seem ridiculous, but Republican insiders say Arpaio is a real contender.
He comes to the race with the most valuable thing a politician can have, and that is 100% name identification. He also will have millions of dollars, which is the second most valuable thing a candidate can have.
Arpaio also has a close relationship with President Donald Trump, something no other Republican in the race can boast about.
Adopting the president without reservation, perhaps with a presidential endorsement, I think it changes the playbook for Congresswoman McSally. It's a whole different race for her, and it just evaporates the campaign of Kelly Ward.
I asked what would Arpaio do if his constituents and the president disagreed, were on opposite sides of a policy. Arpaio says he'd try to come to a consensus, talking directly to Trump.
When I go in the back room, I don't even have to open up a bottle of wine. I can negotiate, and he's a great negotiator. So we could negotiate a lot of things to get done, just he and I.
Now, if Joe Arpaio does win the Republican nomination, he would likely face Congresswoman Kyrsten Sinema in a general election in November. Now, the Democrats have been talking about Sinema like she could be their chance to wrestle a Senate seat out of Republican hands, making the Senate 50-50. And so you should expect a lot of money and attention to pour into Arizona's Senate race, especially after today. Reporting live in Phoenix, Melissa Blasius, ABC 15 Arizona.
Yeah, maybe the most expensive ever. Thanks so much, Melissa. We want to get your thoughts. You think it's a good or bad idea for Joe Arpaio to run for Senate? Vote now at abc15.com/poll, and we'll have the results in our next half hour.